This One's Wife, Beigefest at Whiffany's. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. The Duchess of Industrial Beige, and also of reported whiffiness, has popped along with another video, hasn't she? You see, the Hollywood season is upon us. A time for family, joy, and inevitable Instagram flex from those who've traded crowns for compost bins. Enter This One's Wife, the Duchess of Deal or No Deal, who, just recently, graced her Instagram followers with a video titled Easy Morning Hosting with As Ever. In this 90-second opus, the former Suits actress, now rebranded as the patron saint of artisanal jams and whispered affirmations, unveils her go-to holiday breakfast hack. Spoiler, it involves frozen pancakes, because nothing screams festive empowerment like defrosting carbs from the freezer aisle. For the uninitiated, As Ever is This One's Wife's latest foray into the lifestyle racket, a nebulous brand launched early this year with much fanfare and fewer actual products. Think Goop, but with more archery brows and a backstory involving a ginger tabby named Pula. The video, shot in her Monty Shit Show mansion, is a masterclass in banality, elevated to biblical proportions. Picture this: soft focus lighting on a linen-draped table, fairy lights twinkling like they're auditioning for a Hallmark reject, and this one's wife in a beige sweater that costs more than your rent, breathily narrating as if she's decoding the Dead Sea Scrolls. This is how we do morning here, she coos, her voice a velvet foghorn that could summon whales from the Pacific. Let's have a look and dissect this culinary catastrophe step by step, shall we? Because if This One's Wife can turn toast into a TED Talk, we can turn her tutorial into a takedown. It opens with her royal hoverness gliding into frame, a vision in neutrals that whisper, I'm effortlessly chic, but only after 3 stylists and a crystal healer, and even then I still look terrible. She's got that signature arched eyebrow, permanently cocked, like she's perpetually questioning your life choices, paired with a smile that's equal parts Colgate and concealed dagger. Good morning, friends, she murmurs, as if friends includes the 47% of Britain who'd rather eat their own shoes than her strawberry spread. Cut to the kitchen island, where ingredients are arranged like artefacts in the British Museum. A jar of her As Ever preserves, sourced from local Monty Shit Show artisans, i.e. a ghost kitchen in Van Nuys, a carton of organic oat milk, because cows are so last century, and, drumroll, a bag of store-bought frozen pancakes from Trader Joe's. Yep, the same ones you broke college kid microwaves at 2 a.m. after a Raymond binge. What's her first hack? Well, prepping the night before. Whoop-be-fucking-do. Who'd have thought of that? I like to set intentions, she intones, her eyes glazing over in that trademark fire-away stare, the one that says, I'm not just making breakfast, I'm manifesting world peace. She pops the pancakes into the fridge to thaw, because nothing says Duchess like treating Eggo waffles like fine wine. This way, come morning, it's all about connection, she adds, as if the Sussex Sprogs aren't already connected via their parents' endless quest for privacy and publicity. Cut to a suspiciously staged shot of the kids helping. Archie looks like a mini Harry with his twisted mop and a whisk that's clearly too big for his hands, stirs a bowl of yoghurt with the enthusiasm of royal wave. Lily, bless her, decorates cookies with sprinkles that spell out M for Mummy's marketing machine. It's all so precious. You half expect a harp to swell in the background, cueing a montage of their very close-to-home life in California, far from the prying eyes of British royalty. Next up, in our imaginary scenario, is parfait assembly, because This One's Wife wouldn't be This One's Wife without layering her life like a trifle of trauma and triumph. She spoons Greek yogurt into crystal glasses. Stemware for breakfast, of course. Form follows function, or in this case, follows filters. Layering is key, she whispers, her voice dipping into that husky register reserved for Archetype's podcast rants about leaning in while leaning out of accountability. In goes a dollop of Soylent Red, $18 a jar naturally, because why preserve fruit when you can preserve your privilege? Then granola, because crunch is the new currency of cool mum cred. This is Archie's favourite, she beams, as if revealing state secrets. He calls it pink magic mud. Isn't that just adorable? Adorable. Sure, if by adorable you mean a scripted soundbite designed to humanise the woman who once sued a tabloid for calling her a California girl. One can't help but wonder, does Archie know that his mud retails for the price of a therapy session, or is he too busy learning to curtsy to his mother on Zoom? As a parfait's chilled, this one's wife pivots to the pièce de résistance. Whipped butter. Yes, you read that right. The Sussex's holiday staple is churned dairy, elevated to cult status because Lily loves it on her pancakes. We make it fresh, this one's wife lies, shares, dumping cream into a mason jar and shaking it like a Polaroid picture from her Titanic audition days. The camera lingers on her vigorous shakes, a subtle nod to her fitness routine. Archwell-inspired arm workouts for the win. It's so easy. Anyone can do it, she assures, her arched brow arching higher as if daring you to try and fail spectacularly. Because let's be honest, if whipping butter required a palace, we'd all be eating margarine. She spreads it on the now toasted frozen pancakes, zapped in the oven for that homemade char, and drizzles with maple syrup sauce from sustainable Vermont taps. Read Amazon Prime. A touch of Hollywood's holiday sparkle, she says, sprinkling edible glitter because nothing says rustic like processed shimmer. Throughout, the voiceover is a symphony of Sussex speak. Words like gratitude, boundaries and vibes pepper the script like confetti at a pity party. Hosting doesn't have to be stressful, she coos, ignoring the irony of a woman whose Netflix cooking show was the particular flop. Remember the avocado toast that looked like it was assembled by a toddler and Adderall? Here it's all polished perfection, but the cracks show. A quick pan to Harry in the background, shuffling eggs in a pan with the enthusiasm of a man who'd rather be hiking the Himalayas than hyping his wife's hawking habits. He's got an uncertain grin, the one that screams, "I'm here for the kids," and the alimony-adjacent lifestyle. No word on whether the Yorkies got their own whipped butter station, but one assumes BB and Guy are off camera judging silently. The video crescendos with the family tableau. Pancakes piled high, parfaits glistening, and the kids giggling on cue. This is our holiday magic, this one's wife concludes, her eyes misting in that patented performative tear, the same one that surfaced during her Oprah tell-all, when she compared Palace Life to The Little Mermaid sans the happy ending. Make it your own with love and intention. Smash cut to the call to action. Links to buy as ever jam syrup and wait for it, a holiday hosting kit for $295, including pre-whipped butter pods, because who has time for mason jars when you're manifesting a monarchy-free utopia? Sales projected, 3 jars to a Sussex superfan in Scarsdale, 0 to the haters in Hampstead. But oh, the banality. This isn't breakfast, it's a balm for this one's wife's bruised ego. A 90-second salve for the sting of Spotify's feeble podcast payout and a ghost of the TIG that won't quite die. The breathy empowerment anthems, you deserve this joy, the faux folksy anecdotes, back in Toronto we do it just like this minus the paparazzi, the relentless rebranding from actress to activist to what? Aunt Jemima's revenge. It's also this one's wife. Desperate, relatable, yet radiating the kind of curated chaos only a Duchess in exile could conjure. 1 minute she's shaking cream like a maraca at a wellness retreat, the next she's subtly shading the Windsors by plating free-range eggs. No cages here, darlings. It's peak performance piety, a holiday ham where the glaze is 24-carat hubris. That would be what we would get from this one's wife. The video that she put up was not too dissimilar. And once again, in all of this, it's performative, driven by her narcissism, as old Smelly gets on with the Beigefest. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.